Hi, my name's Yvonne Rodriguez, and I am making a video reading through the response that I wrote for you this week. Um, these videos I have been trying to make for discussions and for peer responses. Sometimes I don't always get to do them, but they are really helpful for me in my learning process, and I hope that they can be useful and helpful for you too. So I'm just going to go ahead and read through my response to you. I've listed the discussion questions. This is mostly just to help me while I'm responding to someone, just to help me remember what the objective and what it is that we're talking about in the discussion. Effective computation. You mentioned in your discussion post that effective computation requires an understanding of the process involved in solving various math equations and to have knowledge of mathematical information. In this week's article, Help Your Child Develop Early Math Skills, the author discusses the essential math skills children need in order to have the ability to solve various and more advanced mathematics. I have created and included this information below in Figure 1, which I'll go to review after this sentence. More advanced mathematical skills are based on the early math foundation that begins in the home. So I created a chart based off of this week's article, and it includes key math skills for school. The first being number sense, which is the ability to count accurately. First forward, this is the foundation for the ability to see relationships between numbers. Example, adding and subtracting. The next skill is representation, making mathematical ideas real by using words, pictures, and objects. This includes use of realia and visuals. Next skill is spatial sense, introducing the ideas of shape, size, space, position, direction, and movement. This is the foundation for geometry. The next skill, measurement, finding the length, height, and weight of an object using units like inches, feet, or pounds. This is including measurement of time, which then leads to time management skills. Estimation is the next skill. Ability to make a good guess about the amount or size of something. This is difficult for children to do. The next is patterns. Things that repeat in a logical way. Numbers, shapes, and/or images. Patterns help children learn to make predictions, understand what comes next, make logical connections, use reasoning skills. And the last skill here listed is problem solving, the ability to think through a problem and recognize that there is more than one path to the answer. Uses past knowledge and logical thinking skills to find answers, activating prior knowledge. You continue in your posts to mention that educators can help remediate special needs students with computational errors by obtaining understanding and examining students' preferred learning styles. These are effective approaches that teachers can take to help remediate any student that has any difficulty in any subject. By obtaining understanding, the teacher can plan appropriate instruction for each student. Koch mentions that traditional methods of instruction are inadequate to help students form deep meaning and thoughtful understandings of ideas. Further, by investigating and later incorporating which learning style or styles is or are effective for each student, teachers can create opportunities for students to form deep meanings and thoughtful understandings of ideas. I really enjoyed reading about your experience in your observation classroom. You mentioned that the teacher uses effective methods such as using technology, realia, and visuals, such as charts, films, or diagrams. Discussion. I think it is important for educators to be aware that students will enter the classroom at various skill levels due to their current development or lack thereof. Unfortunately for teachers, not all students will enter their classroom having developed proper and age-appropriate skills, academic and social-emotional traits, habits, and beliefs. Each skill developed in the early years, such as language, physical, social, emotional, mathematical, scientific, is dependent on and influences the other. Therefore, due to the wide variation of development and learner ability, educators should pay close attention to the factors that influence math success, which I discuss further in my M1 discussion post. And I'll just show you really quick what that looks like. I also created a chart for the factors influencing math success. I'll just review them really quickly. The first is teacher preparation and knowledge, which you discussed in your discussion as well, school curriculum and materials, and lastly, learning/student characteristics. So yeah, if you're interested in that, go check that out on my discussion. Um, well, I look forward to seeing you in the discussions, and I hope that this video was helpful. I'll see you.